All right, guys, what's going on? This is G Funky 84 Boxing, Real Boxing Talk. I am your host, G Funk, and I'm back, man. I took a break. Um, didn't really plan on taking a break, but back, man. I got real sick this week. Had to miss a few appearances on the Brother D Style Boxing's channel. I'm supposed to be on there Monday and Wednesday, but man, sick as can be, man. Feeling a little bit better now, so figured I'd get this prediction in before it's too late. Man, we got 7 days, man. We got 7 days until this fight goes down, man. Um, man, I'm real excited for it. Just like I was real excited for the first one. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching this after the live is over. Shout out to everybody that's joining me right now. I'm going to check the chat real quick before I get into this fight. Let's see, Vindog. Yeah, it's coming up, man, this week. AJ10 in the house. Yeah, man. I'm here. I'm barely standing, boy, but I'm here, man. Oh, it's not tonight, man. It's next Saturday. Next Saturday, man. Tony Boswell, salute G Funk. Yeah, man. Boy, I had the flu, man. Kicked my ass, bro. Kicked my ass. Could barely get out of bed. Missed a bunch of days of work. So I'm here, man. Let's see. UTG Funk, I saw notification. I thought, oh no, man. It's prediction, brother. You gotta read the whole thing, man. It says Wilder versus Ortiz prediction, man. Not commentary. All right. But it's all good. Thanks for joining me, man. But yeah, guys. Feeling a little bit better, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this one in real quickly before it's too late. I planned on doing this last week when I was gonna be on the show with D Style, but I got sick, man, and couldn't do the show. So I'm gonna go ahead and break it down right here on my channel, and we'll probably talk about it Monday and Wednesday there also with the other brothers, Stormy B and Reggie Owens. But man, I'm excited for this fight, man. I'm glad that Wilder is giving Ortiz a rematch. I like it, man, because I'm a guy who believes that if you're in a close fight with another fighter, I believe you should give that guy a rematch if he wants a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's all I always use this comparison, like because when I was younger, I used to love to play basketball also. If we played a game of 21 and you beat me 21-19, and I ask you to run it back, you better run that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you beat me 21-5 or something like that. Like I almost beat you. So um, we need to do that again, and that's what's happening right here. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. Ortiz deserves a rematch, man. He almost had Wilder out of there in the first fight, man. Almost had him out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over the tail of the tape and the records real quick. We got the WBC champ, undefeated WBC champion Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, 41-0, one draw with 40 KOs. He's 34 years old. He's an orthodox fighter, 6'7", and has an 83-inch reach. Man, guy's huge, huge for a heavyweight. Seems to be the kind of the theme since the turn of the century is these guys are just really, really big, these heavyweights nowadays. Ortiz is 31-1 with no draws and 26 KOs. He's age 40 now. I know some people think that he's older than that. I don't know, man. Could be younger, could be older. I don't think that that's really his real age. I'm not saying he's older. I'm not saying he's younger. I don't think that that's his real age. But he is a southpaw, and he's 6'4", 78-inch reach. Um, these guys are both good fighters, man. I'll go over a few of these comments here real quick. AJ Tan says he's got Wilder by 7th round KO. Vendog also had the flu and chest infection and been bound for 8 days. Man, well, no, I don't think I had what you had, man. I was bedridden for about 3 days, man. Um, it was rough, man, but I'm feeling much better now. Much better. See, I think Wilder versus Ortiz is going to be a battle with an unexpected moment in the ring. I think it's going to be fight of the year with an unexpected knockout. Could very well be, man. If I just about beat a 50-year-old, I'd be confident beating a 51-year-old. Well, I don't know he's 50, but, he says Wilder will win the war. I hope old man Ortiz has got his blood pressure in check. Ortiz is 41. He's 41, huh? BoxRec says he's 40, but, look at his face, man. He's definitely older than Wilder, that's for sure, man. But, I love when these Wilder haters come with the old man, but not the other heavyweight will fight. Right. Nobody was trying to get in there with Ortiz. Still after he got knocked out with against Wilder in the first fight, nobody's trying to get in there with him. But I'm gonna go ahead and say a few things here before I do this thing, before I give you my prediction. But both of these guys here, man, both of them are special needs dads, just like myself, man. I just want to throw that out there real quick before I really get into the meat and potatoes of this prediction. I feel both men. I'm there in that same situation as them. And it's tough, man. It really is tough. And, I give these guys a lot of credit for doing what they do and having to deal with that outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. And for them to put themselves through the training and to be away from their family, especially Ortiz, man, coming from from Cuba and having to escape and get into the United States the way he did without his kid, like, man, that would just break my heart, man. So it's man, it's crazy. Like, I can't even imagine spending one day away from my daughter, let alone, I mean, years this guy spent away from his family. And Wilder as well. These guys spend months now that Ortiz's family's here. Now he's still spending months away from his family. Same with Wilder. So I mean, I give these guys a ton of credit, man. I do. But this is heavyweight boxing, man, and anything could happen, man. And I said the same thing going into the Donaire Inoue fight, or anything could happen, and anything could happen here, man. Just like the first fight. I mean, we had a fight for the first 4 rounds that was a boxing match put on by Ortiz, and then we had a war from round 5 on. So anything can happen here, man. Anything could happen. So, just again to recap a little bit on the first fight, I had Ortiz winning the first 4 rounds pretty easily in my book. I felt like he boxed pretty well. I felt like his southpaw stance. Now, Wilder's been in there with southpaws before. He was in there with Ortiz, but I felt like Ortiz is the most skilled and most powerful guy that he had been in at that point. Some might argue to this point that Tyson Fury is the more skilled guy. I think Ortiz is more skilled. Just me personally. Not to say that Tyson Fury isn't a skilled boxer. I just think that Ortiz is more skilled. I just think he punches much better than Fury. And I mean, I don't want to get too far into that. Anyway, I think that his southpaw style did mess with him early on. Wilder landed a right hand that hurt Ortiz in the 5th, put him down. But Ortiz was able to get up, man, and weather that storm, come back 2 rounds later and have Wilder out on his feet, man. And I mean, I'm not playing with words when I say that. Wilder was out on his feet. And how he was able to survive that, man, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Because I mean, I remember watching that fight live and thinking, man, this fight is over. He was that hurt. This fight is done. All Ortiz got to do is land a couple more shots and he's done, man. But he got through it and survived. Fights another two more rounds and ends up stopping Ortiz in a hell of a fight, man. This was a hell of a fight. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I think I'm gonna do the same with this next one, man. But Ortiz, he's got that classic Cuban school style, the escuela cubana, man. Beautiful style that those guys have. I like that style. I really do. I'm a big fan of that style. I think that these guys are very dangerous fighters. They know how to land punches very cleanly on their opponents. That comes from the long, long amateur careers that they have. Um, so they know how to make shots look good and land cleanly to those judges from fighting in the amateurs. He has power. Obviously, I'm going to say it. This might get some guys upset, but obviously he's more skilled than Wilder, more technical than Wilder. Has the power, and he's the southpaw. Which is it's always you always have to factor that in. Anytime you have somebody um, fighting someone else that's not a southpaw, it's difficult, man, to fight those kind of guys. Even in other sports, man, like when I can remember when I was a teenager, I would play basketball. You have to guard a guy who's a lefty. It's like, man, that's it's difficult, man. It's very difficult to, these guys, they just come at you different, and they're used to seeing you all the time. So um, that could be tricky, man. As for Wilder, man, of course, he's the younger guy. Um, we know he has that great power in that right hand, man. Uh, Nobody has been able to take that right hand, uh, and just take it and look at him and say, "Yeah, hit me again, motherfucker." Like nobody has been able to say that to him yet. There is bona fide power in that right hand from Wilder. Um, Not only that, his determination and his heart, man. Those are things that you can't overlook. But most importantly, you can't teach that, man. I mean, you can go into the gym and teach a guy to throw right hands, the best right hand in the business, the best jab, the best footwork. But one thing you can't teach someone is heart and determination, man. And that's what got him that W in that first fight, man, because he was, like I said, he was so badly hurt, man. I'm surprised he made it out of there, you know? Very surprised he made it out of there, but he weathered that storm, man. He remained calm, he didn't panic. And his corner didn't panic. They stayed calm and told him like, "Hey, I remember hearing them say this after that seventh round. They were like, "Hey, man, he might have just, shot his load right now. He might be done." You know, um, I didn't see a lot of fear in Wilder's eyes. I didn't see a lot of panic in his eyes after that. After he made it through that seventh round, and again, those are things that you just can't teach guys. You just can't. That's something that you just have naturally, to be that calm in the middle of that kind of chaos. you know. Um, Another thing with Wilder is like he can get very wild, man. Especially when he has a guy hurt. And I'm not a fan of him rushing in the way that he does when guys get hurt. I think it looks terrible, and I think he hurts himself by doing that, and not physically, but I mean, for example, when I say that, when he had Tyson Fury hurt, in that 12th round of their fight, he got so damn wild that I think he really let Fury escape without. I mean, he just let him escape. I should just say that, because that right hand that he hit Fury with in that 12th round was straight right down the pike, short, hurt him. The left hook followed, knocked him on his ass, barely got up before the 10 count, and um he got up, and Wilder just started throwing these wild, wild shots, man. I think if he just calmed himself down, took his time in that round. I think he gets Fury out of there. But and you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. What is this? Okay, never mind. Anyway, I feel like he should just remain calm when he's got these guys hurt and take his time and get him out of there. He even did that here against Ortiz. I believe he hurt Ortiz again in I think was the 8th round maybe, and he rushed in after him. Ortiz wraps him up, and then he just threw him to the ground. And that gave Ortiz a little bit of time to recover. He sat there for a few seconds, and that's something that hurt him again in that fight. But he was able to prevail and win the fight. But he's been, from what I've seen in the videos, he's been working on technical flaws, and he's been shortening up on his punches. You've seen that in the last fight with Brazil, where he shortened up that right hand and knocked him clean out. You know what I'm saying? Clean out. What is this? All right, you're gone, dude. Sorry about that, Tony. He's out of there, man. That's unacceptable here on this channel. But anyway, he did get a little wild in that fight also when he hurt Brazil in the first round. And he ran in and got himself hurt. You know what I'm saying? But he did end up finishing that fight with a spectacular knockout. What's going on to Cali Enigma in the house? What's up, bro? Thanks for joining me, man. Just here giving my prediction on the fight. So now that I broke both guys down, talked about the first fight, now I'm gonna give my prediction here, man. Now here's what I'm gonna say. I think that the first 6 rounds of this fight, I said it, I think the fight's going 6 rounds at least. All right. I think that the first 6 rounds of this fight are gonna be spectacular, man. I really do. I think both guys still have something to prove. Even though Wilder knocked him out in the first fight, people still question him a lot on everything he does. And Ortiz feels like he let Wilder off the hook. So I think that both of these guys are going to come out and look pretty good in the first 6 rounds. And that's when Ortiz is going to be at his most dangerous, man, because he's going to be fresh. He's going to have his legs. He showed again in the first fight when he got hurt in that 5th round and went down. He was still able to recover and come back 2 rounds later and hurt Wilder badly. So he's a dangerous guy. When he's not getting tired. Maybe he did punch himself out there in that 7th round trying to get Wilder out of there. Maybe he'll let off the gas a little bit in this fight. But I just have to roll with the youth here, man. I really do. And I think Wilder probably stops him again. I'm going to say probably around the same, maybe like 8, 9, 10, something like that. But man, he has to be very careful in those first 6 rounds, I believe. Because Ortiz is a guy, again, he's from that Cuban school, man. He knows how to make those shots land and make them land clean. And he's a hell of a boxer, man. He's very skilled. But Wilder, again, he's got that tremendous power in that right hand. And he's younger, man. He's got the youth on his side. He's gonna be able to recover much faster than Luis Ortiz. But man, just like I said, going into the Inui Donaire fight, I won't be surprised to see Ortiz pull something off here, man. I just won't. Because I think he's a hell of a fighter, man. I think he's a hell of a fighter, and he's got a good shot at winning this fight, man. But my prediction is I think it's going to be another stoppage by Wilder. And yeah, man, that's what I think. I'm going to go over a few of these comments here. We had some jerk here in the comment section, but he's gone. Let's see here. I'm not a Wilder fan, but it's a nice gesture. Got to give him that. Okay. Um, Tony Bosco says he has an autistic 7-year-old, so I know. Yeah, man, it's tough. I work with special needs kids also, so I understand. I do, man. Let's see. Ortiz thinks Hopkins is. Hey, J10, you something else, boy. I also agree. Ortiz did hurt Wilder, was outboxing him, but after the fourth round, uh, Wilder had Ortiz down. By the way, he had distance from him. I think Ortiz he knows how to stay on the inside. That's a good point. Yeah, he did stay close to Wilder throughout the fight to try to counter him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give up a lot of ground. He wasn't moving around the ring like Tyson Fury was. He boxed him a different way. Like Fury boxed him from the outside, as where Ortiz kind of boxed him, mid range. Stayed close to try to land counter shots. You know what I'm saying? He says they both have grit. Absolutely, they both showed tremendous grit in that first fight. Man, my boy Enigma, Cali Enigma, what's up, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's response to that stupid ass comment. Sorry about that, Tony. You know how it is, man, on the internet. We got these morons. Yes, he does, man. I think that's something he's got to get under control, man. I really do think that would help him out in the future. Let's see. E. Woodson in the house. What's up, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Show Me says Wilder versus Ortiz is a 50-50 fight still. Man, I'm leaning more 60-40 because, again, I think there's going to be fireworks. And as long as Ortiz has his legs and his stamina there, he's very dangerous. He's very dangerous. I'm leaning more towards 60-40 Wilder, but I understand why you would say 50-50 for sure, man. Let's see. Tony says, yes, the first 7 rounds, Ortiz will be trying to right his wrongs. Absolutely, man. I'm thinking, man, I don't know. I'm going to think maybe like around round 10, I think, is what I'm going to say. Because I think Ortiz, he's really got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to hang in there. And maybe he won't be maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe he won't be so aggressive early, before he gets tired. Maybe he'll try to conserve his energy, and try to take Wilder to the later rounds. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. But that's just what I think. I think that he's going to be in there trying to get things done early before he gets too tired because, Father Time is not on his side. That's for sure. He took advantage of multiple mistakes by Wilder, but Wilder capitalized on. Yes, absolutely. And just like I said, Ortiz stood mid range right there with Wilder, and that's how he hurt him because they were in the middle of an exchange, and he was able to land a nice short right hook on Wilder, and that's what started all of Wilder's trouble in that 7th round. All I can tell you is that Team Ortiz feels extremely confident. Yes, they do, man. Well, I mean, they should. They should because, he is the more skilled guy in there, Uh, he's definitely the more skilled guy, knows how to throw his punches, much sharper than Wilder. But again, man, you can't factor out the heart and the determination that this guy has. And I'm talking about Deontay Wilder. Those are things that you just can't teach in the gym. They could work all day and all night on his technical flaws. And if he gets those in check, my God, he's gonna be hard to beat, But that heart and determination that he showed in that first fight, those are things you just can't teach, man. You cannot teach that. That's just God given there, And I believe that's what won him that first fight, man. He's badly hurt in that 7th round, badly. Tony says, I agree, Cali. Wilder will win again, but it's going to be a hell of a fight till the knockout. It will happen unexpectedly. Yes, it could, man. This is heavyweight boxing, man. One damn punch could end it. We could be in the middle of a good boxing match, and the next thing you know, bam, somebody's out of there, And that's the thing with heavyweights, man. And that's why I'm so glad that the heavyweight division is back. I'm really glad that the heavyweight division is back because it's exciting, man, when the heavyweights are in there. E. Woodson is saying salute to the brother Cali Enigma. Cali, man, we got to get on it, man. We got to do a collab one time, man. Me and you, maybe we could get together and watch a fight live or something, since we both here in Northern California. That would be cool, man. But yeah, that's G Funk's prediction, man, and breakdown on this fight. Glad to be back. Like I said, I had to take a week off, man. I got real sick. So had to take a break from YouTube. But glad to be here talking this boxing, man. I love boxing. By the way, guys, check out earlier today they had a Stormy B Man's channel. Subscribe to Stormy B Man if you haven't. He did a Eye of the Storm with D Style this morning. That was a great show, man. I really enjoyed that. Make sure you guys go over to his channel, subscribe, and watch that video, man. It was really, really good. Before I go, I know I got a few predictions here, but E. Woodson, let me know who you got. Callie, let me know what your prediction is. I think you're probably going with Wilder, but I want to know what round and how. And if there's anybody else in here that hasn't dropped their prediction yet, drop it in there, man. Real quickly before I end the video, because I still got a little congestion going on, so it's getting a little hard to keep talking. You know what I'm saying? But man, I am glad that Wilder is giving this guy a rematch, man. I hate when guys are in there tough with somebody and they escape with a win and then they don't want to get back in there with the guy. Like, that just completely pisses me off, I hate that. That's one of the reasons why I stopped supporting Oscar De La Hoya when I was younger, because every time he was in there tough with somebody, he never gave him a rematch. A couple examples is Pernell Whitaker, close fight that a lot of people felt he lost, but he got the decision. Never fought him again. Same thing with Ike Corte. A lot of people felt Ike Corte beat him. Close fight. Never gave him a rematch. That's the type of shit that I just can't stand, man. E. Woodson says, I think Wilder steps up against Ortiz because he has to fight better against someone with Ortiz's skills. Right. See, I have Wilder by a check left hook in the 11th round. Yeah, man, we're kind of thinking the same thing. Late stoppage, you know what I'm saying? Callie Ellis says the flu was going around Northern California. Yeah, that's that's what I had, man. It was bad, dude. That thing kicked my ass. Kicked my ass real good, Had me down and out for about 3 days, man. But I'm back on my feet, and I'm back here talking some boxing with you guys. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. But it's time to end the live show right now. Again, if you guys, if anybody watches this video after I cut the live off, subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button for me, man. Get this video out there so more people can see it. Let's see what else we got here. We got a few more comments here. Let's see. What's it says? Maybe early as the end of the 9th or the 10th. Yeah, it's around the time I say it too. Yeah. Oh man, hey, stay away, dude. Stay away. At least a week or two. I know it's gonna be tough, man. Not being able to see a girl, but believe me, dude, you don't want this shit, man. It's painful, man. It is painful. You know what I'm saying? Folsom High School. Oh man. E. Woodson, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you guys. I really do, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing off here so I can rest the vocal cords. Oh, by the way, before I end, is there any fights tonight? Like I said, I've been down and out. I haven't even been checking nothing, man. I don't know. Usually there is fights, but yeah, I don't know, man. I heard that there's supposed to be some sort of Golden Boy show or something on Facebook Live tonight. I don't know. I could be wrong, man. Maybe I was maybe I was dreaming or something. When you get sick, I don't know about you guys, man, but when you get sick, you have like strange dreams where you imagine shit, like that always happens to me, man. I had these weird dreams when I get sick. Maybe it's because of the medication I'm taking. That when you get sick, you have to take medicine and stuff. Maybe that's what's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And see, they Brad Addison last night. Oh, there was fights last night. I missed it. I was watching the Kings and Lakers. My Kings got robbed, man, at the end of that game, man. Harrison Barnes should have been at the line for 2. We could have went to overtime, and you just never know what could happen there, man. We got robbed. All right. E. Woodson says, we appreciate you, bro. Oh, man, thanks you, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Few, but I have to look it up. So there is some fights on tonight, huh? Rocky Fielding fight. Oh, Rocky. Rock. The Rock. Did he win or what? I mean, is he going to get another title shot or what? He wasn't says I'm at work till 10 anyway. Ooh, man, I remember I used to work those hours, man. I remember those days, man, for sure. But I mean, I don't know. I thought I heard something about Golden Boy having a fight on Facebook Live tonight. Could be wrong though, man. Could have been tripping. Could have been, like I said, could have been a weird dream I had being on these meds. You know what I'm saying? What does Callie say? Oh no, man, I am not a Niners fan. No, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, bro. As far as sports go, and here for me, basketball, Kings, baseball, San Francisco Giants, football, Dallas Cowboys. I don't really watch hockey, and boxing. I love all boxing, man. So I don't really have a favorite fighter like I used to when I was younger, but that was something I decided to do when I started my channel here a few years back. Let's see. Yeah, he won and called out Triple G. Hey, he might get Triple G. He might get Triple G at this point. You know what I'm saying? Rocky Fielding might get him out of there. And he's got a belt too. So he'll be the IBF middleweight champion. Well, I don't think Triple G will take that fight, but hey, you never know. You might think he can get him out of there, but I think Triple G's a dead man right now. I really do. He's a dead man at this point, Let's see here. You're surrounded by Niner fans, though. I'm a Raiders fan. Oh, dude, I got Niner fans on both sides of the family, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Back in the 90s, when we used to kick the shit out of the Niners, boy, I was hated. I was hated on both sides, man. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing with these Niner fans, man. I'm telling you, man, people say the Raider fans are the worst. Nah, man. 49er fans are the worst to me, man. These guys, man, they go crawl into these caves and they don't show their damn face until the Niners start winning. And they want to talk about other people's teams all the time. Get the fuck out of here, man. All right. They're still mad at the Cowboys because we used to beat them 25 years ago, man. That's how sad some of these dudes are. Like, I don't give a damn about the Niners, bro. Let me tell you like this. When it comes to other sports, besides boxing, I don't care about your team. The only teams that I care about is, number one, my team, of course. But the teams in my division, you have to worry about what they do because, win your division, you're most likely not getting into playoffs, But here's the thing. Okay, the 49ers are not even in my division. Okay, they're in the conference, but they're not in my division. I mean, we play them every other year, and we have not played them in a meaningful game, a playoff game, for over 20 years, man. And these guys are still bitter. I know guys that are hardcore Niner fans that are legit Niner fans that are still bitter about the fact that we used to beat the brakes off of them in the 90s, bro. Like it's insane, man. They're the worst fans out here, man. Just like these Golden State fans. I know Callie, I don't know if you're a Golden State Warriors fan or not, but those guys came out of nowhere, bro. I mean, I used to go to a lot of Kings games back in the early 2000s. And let me tell you, man, some of the easiest games to go to were the Warriors games, bro, because there was no Warrior fans. People were giving away those tickets, man. There's no Warrior fans, But, I mean, we know how it is, man. Callie says, GGG can beat him without... I don't know, man. I think Triple G's dead right now, man. I think he's a dead man. Bam Man tweeted the house. What's up, bro? Thanks for joining me. Callie says facts. I'm pretty sure he's saying that to the Niner fans. Yes, exactly. They are full of shit, man. No doubt about it. Niner fans put away this shit and pull it out when they win. Yeah, either they'll go buy some new shit. They go dust it off, and next thing you know, we're here, man. We've always been here. The faithful, man. Get the fuck out of here. Says I'm from Chicago, so I know the oh the Bears. The Bears. Remember that skit from Saturday Night Live? Says, yeah, I've been a Warriors fan since birth. My dad was a Warriors fan. Hey man, if you've been a Warriors fan that long, man, I believe you. But I'm just gonna be honest, man. When I say this, I have never met a Warriors fan in my life before 2014. You know what I'm saying? Never. And I've lived in North California my whole life, man. My whole life. If you're a biter or bitter for 25 years, it probably means your team has been bad for. Yeah, I mean, they had some good teams in between there, but I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about these Niner fans, but they hold on to shit, man. Like women, man. Like the whole grudges. I got the Browns bomber, but I got the bubble guts about it. Yeah, man, it could be nervous, man. When I end this, you can rewind it, man. And I mean, not rewind it. That's how old I am. Rewatch it, and you can hear my prediction. Right now, I'm just kind of going back and forth in the comments. If your team is good, you have no reason to hate or be exactly. Like I don't give a damn what the 49ers do. They win another Super Bowl. I don't care. Hey, good for them. Only worried about my team, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It says going back to John Barry and oh yeah, that's old school there, man. Yeah. See, I go back to with the Kings, Mitch Richmond and Wayman Tisdale. Those that era. You know what I'm saying? When we had Bobby Hurley, Tyus Edney, Walt Williams. You know what I'm saying? I know, rewind, huh? That's from doing those VHS classics I've been doing. To break out the VCR and the VHS, man. Back when we traded a pick, Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. By the way, thank you guys for giving us Mitch Richmond in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I still think to this day he's the best Sacramento King that ever played during the Sacramento Kings era. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people think it's Chris Webber. And don't get me wrong, man, I was a huge Webber fan. I loved Chris Webber. But for me, Mitch was the guy, man. He was the dude. Don't forget, man, what Jordan said about Mitch Richmond, man. He said he was the hardest guy for him to defend. And this is a prime Jordan saying that. You know what I'm saying? Mitch was nice. He was real nice. Yes, sir, says he would say. Let's see. G-Funk had a page. Actually, no, I did not have a page of jersey, but I did have the C-Web jersey. I did have the C-Web jersey. Pager was nice, too, though. Don't get me wrong. Pager was nice. Callie says, my uncle used to get Sac Kings tickets for free because he worked for PG&E. I remember that, too. My wife used to get free preseason tickets when the Kings were still playing at Arco Arena from her job. She's a state worker, so they would give like free preseason tickets. I mean, these were good seats too. We were like 6, 7 rows back from the court, But again, preseason, we only got to see the good guys play for about 5 minutes, But it was still cool getting down there that close to the floor. You know what I'm saying? But this is Cali. This is why we got to do a show together, man, so we could talk about this Northern Cali sports and stuff, Oh, man, this is good shit. Let's see. The Kings had the cowbells in the playoffs. Oh, man, that place was crazy, man. Crazy during the playoffs. It was so loud, man. I remember I was there for my wife got us standing room only tickets for the Kings when we played the Spurs in 2006. And I was there when Kevin Morton hit that layup at the buzzer. That thing just bounced around on the rim and dropped in. Man, that place went crazy, man. I'm in there hugging people. I don't even know these people, man. We're just so happy that ball went in. You know what I'm saying? My uncle used to live off of Florin Road. Yeah, man. Florin Road, that's still a busy street to this day over here, man. any time of day you driving, man, you want to avoid Florin Road, man. It's always busy. At least the main part of Florin Road is. Florin Road is a pretty long road here, though. It goes pretty far east, and it's not so busy out there. But he says he moved to Elk Grove, though. Right, that's where I live now, in Elk Grove. So yeah, it's a nice place, man. Let's see. Most underrated king was Bobby Jackson. Oh man, Bobby was the man, bro. He would come in, man. He was instant offense, bro. If we got into a hole, hey, he would come in and man, he was lights out, bro. He didn't take long to get hot, man. He saw one go in. Hey, look out. You know what I'm saying? Right, Elk Grove, right. That's where I'm living now, bro. But man, I've been going 40 minutes already. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing off, guys. I appreciate the interaction here. I know we got a little sidetracked, but yeah, man, that's my prediction, and I'm sticking with it. You know what I'm saying? But there's gonna be some fireworks early, man. I believe. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing off, guys, and I'll check you guys on the next video. I'm gonna be off uh in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna be busting out a lot of new material. So be on the lookout for that, guys. This is G Funk, and I'm out.